What's up, friends? Welcome back to the most magical channel here on YouTube. 9 3/4. It's Carissa here. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here regardless. And today's reading is Pick a Rubber Duck. I'm really excited to have this reading be brought to you all about your healing journey. What is it that you really need to work on healing right now? So, why is this important? Healing and all of that that goes with healing a certain part of you can really help you in terms of releasing any kind of blockages. You can hear Sky groaning underneath my desk. Can really help you unlock things that may be hindering you from manifesting, maybe blocking you from certain things, maybe like causing some delays and bumps in the road in terms of your growth process as well. All of those things when it comes to leveling up in your life. And so by helping you heal and figuring out what it is that you need to heal and how you can go about doing that, it's really going to allow you to really level up and, like I said, unlock certain doors that maybe you feel like has been closed on you, or you haven't been able to open, and just things have been really stagnant and things like that. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in and get started. So getting into the pick a group section, you guys can see we have 4 groups per usual. And starting off with group 1, we have this white silver rubber duck. Group 2, we have this gold/yellow rubber duck. Group 3, we have the pink rubber duck. And group 4, we have this blue rubber duck. So as usual, you guys pause the video here, take all the time you need to pick the duck that calls out to you the most, that you're drawn to the most, and I will drop the timestamps down below and meet you at your reading. What's up, group 1? If you chose this white silver duck, welcome to your reading. I'm gonna go ahead and put your ducky right here, and we're gonna just jump right in. I really feel like The Wizard of Oz may be a very significant movie for you guys, and there might be a message there for you. It just feels like maybe you're trying to find your way home, find your way back to yourself, something to do with that kind of energy. Just kind of going on this journey and finding that meaning within that movie. I guess it feels kind of like that, getting back home, like how Dorothy's on that, kind of on that mission, but that movie just keeps coming back, coming into my head, if that makes sense. So there's no place like home, and it's really about recognizing that home is you are finding home within yourself. So getting started, let's see. These are pre-shuffled oracles that some of them have a little bit of different meaning, because I did draw with different kind of questions in mind. So I do want to kind of talk about that before I just start flipping them out. But this basically is going to kind of help us figure out what it is that who you are, and like what it is that you need to heal, things like that. So it's partially an energy check, and partially what kind of things we need to look at healing and how we can go about doing that. And then of course I'm gonna shuffle out more tarot cards and then finish off with some advice and guidance as to what you can do to help with that self-care and things like that, self-love. So moving forward, we have 37, the desert. Okay. Definitely Oh, we also have grounding, number 4, like that, you guys. Need some of that grounding energy. I'm going to put this on the side. I have, let's see, service. I feel good when I can help others. Oh yeah, definitely that Dorothy vibe. I'm going to say that without talking about like any type of gender specific thing. I just mean like that character energy, you know what I mean? You also have a 19 gift, which also is making me think of the sun. Ego trap, check yourself. Ego, judgmental thinking, superiority complex. And this is number 7, herbal craft, regeneration, plant medicine, caretaker, bloomer. And lastly, we have number 44, environment. So I'm gonna go ahead and shift these down a little bit to make room. Sorry. Okay. I apologize for that glare right there. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Does a little. All right, guys. Where do I want to start? Here. Definitely, I feel like green pops out a lot to me in your spread right here. So a lot of heart chakra energy coming through. I feel like this definitely touches on something that you need to heal there. I think for all the groups, it's going to touch on that part at some point. So definitely with that. But for you guys with this desert card coming out, as far as like who you are and what's going on with that, and even with this gift card, which I'm probably going to, I'm just going to, so I can talk about this better. I do feel like you guys are definitely looking for clarity or meaning, some kind of sense of direction and purpose within your life, as far as like, where do I go from here? How can I use my gifts? How can I use my talents? How can I be of service? How can I help others? And there's a little bit of this like check yourself before you wreck yourself vibe coming through, because I don't want you to think like, not I, but like there's a part of you that kind of needs you to recognize that you are not, it is not your responsibility to help everyone, it is not your duty to help everyone, and you're not going to be able to, and you feeling like you need to and not being able to is going to like set yourself up for disappointment and ultimately feeling like you are not enough. And so it's like understanding that yes, you can definitely, with great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man might be a powerful movie for you as well, especially with this web coming out here too. So it's just about you understanding though that while you do have these gifts, it does not mean that you are like, I'm hearing God's gifts to the world, and I don't know where that quote is coming from exactly, if it's from your higher self or one of your guides. I can't feel who that different energy is right now at this point in your reading, but it does feel like you need to take that burden off of yourself. It feels like you're kind of depleting yourself of your energy by giving it so freely to everyone else without, of course, pouring back into yourself. It's really about what environment are you surrounding yourself in here, because right now it feels like you're surrounding yourself in a desert where there aren't enough resources for everyone, and here you are giving everything you've got to everyone else, and you're sinking in quicksand and there's nothing left for you, in which you're not going to be able to keep helping others the way that you would like to, or nearly as many people as you could, had you paid attention to yourself and poured back into yourself and really understood that if you were in a different environment and you allowed yourself to give your gifts to those who, by surrounding yourself with those who were more your vibe, if that makes sense, this would not be a draining situation. You know, there are certain people that you are meant to be helping and certain people that you are meant to walk away from in your life. People who are just taking advantage of you and that are not meant to be a part of your life in terms of like who you're supposed to be helping at this point in time. You know, maybe later down the road when you're better equipped, better resourced to give out more, you know, then yes, you can take on that role. And I feel like, you know, there's a part of you that already knows this, but because of this grounding card coming out here, I think like you just have these like really scattered thoughts and feelings going on within yourself. And so by you grounding your energy, grounding yourself and really coming back into alignment, I think you're going to really be able to check yourself and get into alignment with your heart space as well, and understand that, you know, by grounding your energy, aligning with your heart space, aligning with what, you know, who you truly are and your gifts and things like that, you're going to truly see and understand just how amazing you are and how truly magical you are, and just the amazing things that you're meant to do and accomplish in this life, that you want to accomplish in this life, by ultimately being a caretaker for yourself first, and then also then pouring into others. You know what I'm saying? So with this herbal craft here, it's like regeneration, right? Plant medicine, caretaker, bloomer. It's regeneration in your own energy first, and then giving off the life force that you have to others. It's like a tree. You are like that tree. And if a tree is not first taking care of itself, it can't provide shade and wind and nourishment and shelter to other creatures and life forces. And like it can't bear fruit for other people, you know, or creatures to eat and nourish themselves with if it doesn't first take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? That's kind of the analogy that's coming through. So let's get more information here. What does group 1 need to heal? What does group 1 need to heal? I feel like you need to drink some water though, because I am absolutely parched. And I don't ever use the word parched, but somebody does. Hydration is definitely key here. We have the Six of Swords. Okay. Does group 1 need to heal, please? You also have the Knight of Swords reversed. You have the Ten of Pentacles. What does group 1? Ten of Wands. Yeah. One more, please. What does group 1 need to heal? What does group 1 need to heal? Some of you carry a lot of tension in your neck and in your shoulders. So I think like that's something to be aware of too. I normally don't talk about physical ailments ever, but and you also have the Well. This is a special card to this particular deck, number 22. In the back of your deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So as far as what you guys need to heal, I think it's you understanding that you definitely do need to change your environment. It's you getting out of this tumultuous space and leaving behind that area that's really, you know, rocky and choppy waters, so to speak, and moving yourself into somewhere that's more your area, somewhere more calm, more soothing, and just not being afraid to put forward that action. You know, I think that sometimes you need to speak up with more authority. With this Knight of Swords in reverse, I just feel like, you know, in the past or even currently, you might have been somebody who really was more about, you know, action, charging forward, but like now it's more so about learning how to be more mindful and speaking out your truth, and more so, you know, telling people what it is that you need to do, setting boundaries, you know, versus you just doing, taking action and speaking, things like that. So with the Ten of Pentacles too, I also feel like there's this energy here of you really healing something within your family. One second, guys. So this Ten of Pentacles here is really about you guys healing. Let's see, how do I word this properly? Because that doesn't make sense when I try to say it. Breaking family ancestral, that's the correct one. Breaking ancestral patterns, you know, healing that kind of trauma and unburdening yourself of the responsibilities that you've taken on within your family dynamic, perhaps for a lot of you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be like blood family. This can be your chosen family, of course. But understanding that you are not your family's history. You are not you don't have to do what they have done and repeat the same things just because you come from that, you know, pattern, or you come from this lineage that has been passed on from generation to generation to generation. And perhaps some of you are even carrying this burden where you need to carry on some sort of tradition in your family, but that's not you. That's not who you are. And this is really about you understanding that it doesn't bring you meaning. This is something that is not bringing you the direction that you want in your life. And that's kind of you finding your way back home, right? Going back to that Wizard of Oz thing that I was channeling in the beginning of your reading. As far as like, there's no place like home. This does not feel like home for you. You know, getting out of this environment, like you carrying some sort of guilt in terms of like, yes, you want to be there and help all these people and use your gifts and abilities to really, you know, help out your family and be there for them, but this is not who you are. This is not what you want to be doing for the rest of your life. And I think that for a lot of you, it's healing that trauma and healing that bond. And I don't want to throw the word trauma around like it's a big open wound, but you know, for some of you maybe it is, you know. And it's you understanding that it's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to, you know, instead of just keeping your mouth shut and just doing as you need to be doing, you need to actually speak, say what it is that you want, you know. With this Knight of Swords in the reverse, unburden yourself of all of these responsibilities that you've taken on, and really understand when this Well card comes out, this is talking about ideas and opportunities that you have. This is like Gaia energy, Mother Earth energy coming through to you, and it's you have this vision of what you want to be doing, and it's probably something that's not anything to do with what your family's doing, or something totally different. Perhaps this is like a new way of doing things with your family as well, if it's not something completely off track from what you're already doing with them and doing your own thing. But understanding that if you don't speak up about it, if you don't, you know, change how you're doing things, you're not going to feel at home ever. You're not going to find the meaning that you're looking for. And it's about you really understanding that you have all this creative energy and all of this truth coming out if you just allow it to, you know. And with this Three of Pentacles at the back of the deck, I feel like this is your family really just admiring and giving you that recognition once you do. You know, they see you, they value you, and they really just, I feel like you are feeling like you're going to let them down when really I think they can sense your unhappiness, you know? Because this deck does have a sun card and you got the gift card. And I told you that this card reminded me of the sun. I feel like you are trying to find your happiness and let it out, you know? And I really do think that your family or whoever this is really loves you. They're going to support you and cheer for you and, you know, push you to go where you need to go. And it's just about you allowing yourself to go there. You know, don't feel guilty. Otherwise, 10, 20, 30 years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, why didn't I? You know, and what is the harm in doing this? What is the harm in doing this? You feel like you're going to hurt people's feelings? You feel like you're going to ruin something that's going on with your family? No, no, you're not. Things are going to be just fine. Do you see a Tower card coming out here? No. No. Do you see a Three of Swords card coming out here where there's pain and heartbreak? No. This is about you unburdening yourself, breaking free of that ancestral, generational what's the word? Trauma and repeating things. And this is about you building your own legacy, you know, with this Ten of Pentacles in the upright. This is about you leaving something behind that you truly are passionate about and are caring about. And if this is something that you are passionate about and caring about, then you're going to be supported in the best way. You're going to be moving into the smooth waters, changing your environment and using your gifts for the greater good. You know, you're going to get the recognition and the success that you are looking for. And this is ultimately going to be something that's going to be grounded firmly into the ground and sustainable. Something that's going to grow for many, many, many years and be so fruitful and abundant that you have this Ten of Pentacles at the forefront of your reading, the center. That's amazing. So, with that being said, group one, I do want to move into some advice and guidance. There are two different decks I want to pull from. At first, I thought I was just going to pull from one, so excuse me while I get this other deck out. Sorry, group one, found it. Let's get you a few cards from this deck right here. This is the, whoops, this is the Rose Oracle deck. It's very pretty. What does group one need to know about their healing? Does group one, whoa. We have the child within, inner mother, innocence, gentleness, tenderness. So definitely about you guys mothering yourself, parenting yourself in some way, being that gentle, nurturing energy that you need. Don't be afraid to tap into that for yourselves, you know? Allowing yourself to have that energy and give yourself that love because you deserve it, you know? Nurture yourself. Give yourself that care and love that you need. Where is it? Here we go. We have the return, a new story. You decide. Alignment. It's coming together. Exactly, you guys. So group one, this is really about getting into alignment, like I said, to what fits you. What is your story? You get to decide what you want for yourself and where you go from here. You get to finish the story. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield might be a significant song for you guys. Let's get you guys one more from this deck before I pull self-care cards. One more, please. What does group one need to know about their healing? What does group one need to know about their healing, please? What does group one need to know? We have the fertile void, inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. Yes. So this is definitely going back to you guys already knowing this part of you that has been waiting, that, you know, that part of you that has this, what is it called? That looking for direction and that meaning. And then you guys having this little void inside of you that's just not really quite being filled. You know, you have a gift that you want to share with the world, and just it's about you being patient with yourself and understanding that there's a beginning coming, and you need to let that out so that you can feel that void. The back of your deck for this one is the Rose Garden, innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself, which is just nailing the head, nailing, I'm butchering that quote, which is just reiterating what I had already said about you guys really nurturing yourself, allowing yourself that grace, and again, be gentle with yourself. Have that same compassion that you give to other people to yourself. You know, let's get you some self-care cards to finish off what you guys can do. Self-care cards, please, for group 1. We have 48, spend time with animals. So if you have pets around you, this is definitely going to help you heal, help you feel more in alignment with yourself. If you've been thinking about getting a pet or a familiar of some kind, definitely this is a sign to go ahead and do that. Self-care advice for group 1. We're just going to take the top one. It's a lot. Number 22, energy work. And I think you had a 22 pop out somewhere else. I have no idea where it went, but I swear it did. Energy work. So definitely this is all about you getting into alignment, you know, talking about your alignment. So you can do some guided meditations. There's some really great ones here on YouTube. They don't have to be long, especially if you're not used to doing them. You can just do like a quick 5-minute one. To help you get grounded and really into alignment with all your chakras, not just your root chakra, but all of them. It's going to be really helpful. Self-care advice and guidance for group 1. We also have number 27, hydrate, which I think I already told you guys before, but definitely you guys need to be doing that as well, more so for yourselves, and definitely drink a lot of water, and not just drinking the water, but also bathing in water if you can, whether it be in the ocean or in the bath, that sort of thing. Self-care advice and guidance. We have sweet treat. Don't forget to indulge a little bit. You know, I think like a lot of times when I think about like motherly energy, I think about like my grandma making me like something sweet, you know, like a treat, whether it be like a cookie or something like that. Just really allowing yourself to indulge in that sort of thing. Also want to point out, you guys, it is 2:22 right now. Yes, that's Alexander Draymond on my thing. Sorry, not sorry, but that might be significant for you guys as well. 2:22. You had 22 come out a couple times in your reading, so that might be significant energy for you guys as well. The back of your deck here, we have create art, number 17. You guys have a lot of creative energy in you, so I think that that's going to really help to release a lot of pent up energy within you. Not only that, but let your inner child come out to play and really help to heal anything that's maybe stagnant, stuck within you. Just play a little music and, you know, let your hand go, let yourself create whatever comes out, you know. And this can just be art, this can be writing, this can be anything, you know. Let yourself create, let your inner child out and play. So that is where, sorry you guys, that is where I am going to leave your reading, guys. I hope that this was very helpful and gave you some guidance and clarity in terms of your healing journey and all the things. But yes, please don't forget to smash the like button and comment down below. Let me know how this resonated for you. Drop a little white heart or something like that to let me know you're from group 1. And yes, you guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. But that's just another way to support me. And thank you guys so much, Patreon fam, for being there. And yes, and thank you guys so, so much for the virtual tips. I really, really appreciate you. You don't have to do it, it's not required at all. But thank you guys so much for those of you who have so far. I really, really appreciate you so, so much. You have no idea how much that supports me to do this. So I really appreciate you guys so much. But that is always linked down below. Again, definitely not required, but I really appreciate you guys so, so much. So thank you guys. You guys mean the world. And I will see you soon. Hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this. And see you guys soon. Bye. What's up, group 2? If you chose this golden yellow duck, welcome to your reading. I am just getting this vibe here that you guys are, I don't know why, I just keep seeing a phoenix. Transformation, perhaps, some sort of awakening for some of you. We'll see what we get, but if you resonate with that, I just keep seeing a phoenix for some reason. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you are going through some sort of a transformation or recently have gone through some sort of rebirth of some kind. But yes, let's just tap right in. So some of these cards that I have pre-shuffled for you are going to represent a little bit of who you are, kind of like an energy check. And I did have different intentions for different cards depending on what I shuffled out. But basically it's a mix of an energy check and what you need to heal. So with that being said, we're just going to jump in with all of them, and I'm going to shuffle out more tarot cards and finish off with some like what you need to heal, what you need to know about your healing journey, and self-care cards. So group 2. Oh, I love this. Warrior. Yes. Okay. Number 10, warrior. We also have 9, flexibility. Okay, I like that a lot too. We also have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Awesome. Okay. We also have death, number 15. Put that here. And home. Come back home to yourself. Belonging, celebration, stability. Interesting. I see interesting. It's kind of similar to a little bit to group 1, but different. So stick with me here. Number 4, Earth Mother, psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, layers. Yes. Okay. Peeling back the onion for sure. Okay. And 11, individuality. Okay. All right, group 2. I definitely feel like you guys are some sort of awakening has been occurring within a lot of you, and I feel like that has been occurring for you just because we have this, I'm drawn to like the snake and this warrior card, which makes me think of like kundalini energy, and so like awakening, a rebirth type of energy. And so I feel like a lot of this is like you not necessarily becoming someone different, but you awakening parts of yourself that maybe has been dormant and sleeping, and that you either have forgotten or just didn't realize was there. You know, that's what this home card is here for as well. Come back home to yourself, belonging, celebration, stability. I don't know if Matilda is going to be a significant movie for some of you or means something special to any of you in particular, but that movie is really popping up right now in my head, where she just really recognizes how special she is and how gifted she is. And I think you guys are recognizing that as well. Just how unique you are and how your uniqueness does not make you any less than. In fact, it makes you greater than. You can hear my daughter laughing in the background. That's really that inner child part of you that's just understanding that all those impossibilities are in fact possible. You know, seeing the magic in every day, seeing the magic in yourself, and really just understanding that you have this power within you to do whatever you want to do if you just go and try, you know? And with all of this energy coming out here, I feel like it's just about you really having the courage to go for it. I feel like there's a lot of energy here too that has like this feels very Harry Potter energy for me. So I might be referencing that a lot as well. Very Gryffindor energy with this courage, bravery, and warrior type energy, but also like the ability for you to call upon the Phoenix energy with this death card coming out in the rebirth energy, in which you're able to take advantage of these new beginnings and opportunities. While other doors might be closing, there are new ones opening up for you, windows even. And, you know, there are so many cycles in life and in your own life that are happening simultaneously, and it's just about you walking the path that you're meant to and being flexible as far as like surrendering and embodying flexibility so that you are able to bring about abundance into your life. You don't have to feel stuck or rigid in your journey, you know? What makes a warrior great, so amazing, and incredible? What makes that? And do any of you watch The Last Kingdom? You should. If you don't, it's on Netflix. My favorite warrior ever is Uhtred of Bebbanburg, and I absolutely love Alexander Draymond. By the way, I'm obsessed, and he is such a great warrior because he is flexible. He is someone who adapts. He's somebody who is also courageous and compassionate and individual in his nature. You know, he is not one way or the other. He is his own way. He walks his own path, and he's really trying to find his way back home, you know, and understanding that there's so many different parts of him that he is waking up to, that he is discovering, that he is embodying, and he's not afraid to do that. You know, he's not afraid to step into this and transform and do all of these things, because ultimately he's going back home to himself, you know, and that's kind of what you guys are doing. And so definitely I feel like this is a very powerful energy for you guys in terms of what are you healing. You're healing past things that maybe, you know, have either been taken from you or you feel like you've been robbed of, whether it be opportunities, whether it be relationships in your life with certain people in your life, whether it could be family members, motherly figures in particular, or parental figures. It could be even a father, especially with those particular movies and shows popping up. There's a lot of like you know, parents being missing or not present in their lives of these people. And with this Earth Mother energy card coming out here, psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, layers, you know, you finding a mentor in other people and also being a mentor to others in that same sense, you know, you understanding that you are able to heal yourself and you have the courage to do that. You know, you find the rainbows in the darkest of days, in the darkest of storms. And if you can't find that rainbow, you are that rainbow. You know, I feel like you understand that, and that you are not one to really dwell in the darkness, you know. And even if you do dwell in the darkness, it's because you like the darkness, you know. You're not afraid of the darkness. You find the light in the darkness because you are the light in the darkness. And I hope that you recognize that. I know this is meant to tell you like what you're healing, but this is exactly what you're healing. You're healing yourself. You are somebody who's rediscovering who you are and what your purpose is, finding that clarity and just seeing how resilient you are and how you're coming into alignment with who you are and stepping into your path, stepping into your authenticity, stepping into who you are and your power. And it's really just such an inspiring thing to feel in your reading. And I hope it's coming across in this when I'm talking about it, because it really is such a beautiful energy to really be feeling for you and channeling for you. It is incredible. I'm in awe of your energy, group 2. Seriously. You literally have the heart of gold. I'm not surprised. Like this golden duck, it represents your golden heart and just how incredibly giving and loving you are, despite whatever hardships you've been through. You have not allowed it to harden you. You know, not to say that you're soft in the sense that you let people walk all over you, because by no means do you do that. I feel like you're very much someone who can stand up for yourself as well as for other people, especially if those people are not able to stand up for themselves. I feel like you're very much an advocate for those people. But as far as like, you know, not letting previous traumas or pains or heartaches, things like that, you don't let that affect your next situation, and you don't take that and, you know, have the next person suffer because of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's beautiful. So let's see. We can get more details here. What does group 2 need to heal? Four of Swords. Yes. Reversed. Okay. Does group 2 need to heal, please? Eight of Cups. What does group 2 need to heal? We also have the Three of Wands reversed. What does group 2? Here we go. Knight of Cups reversed. One more, please. What does group 2 need to heal? What does group 2 need to heal? You also have the Two of Cups upright. In the back of your deck here, we have the Artist, number 23. This is a special major arcana that comes with this particular deck. Very interesting energy here. One second. Okay, group 2. So as far as like what you guys need to heal, it's really about you guys getting back into the action. You know, for some of you, you might have been in a period of like resting and being very mindful of, you know, what you need to recharge. And I definitely feel like you guys still need to take time to do that every now and then, like bringing that energy into balance. But this is more so about you guys getting back into like inspired action, like doing things to further your healing journey, as far as like, you know, taking steps and things like that, if that makes sense, versus like surrendering to the universe. You know, this is about you finally letting go of certain things and people that are not serving you anymore, finally walking away from these things. With this Eight of Cups coming out here, I think these are things that maybe you thought you saw a future with, but it just has not come into fruition. It hasn't, you know, the ships have not come back in, and it's just not happening. There's no future there. You can't see the future anymore. It's time for you to walk away, and it's okay to let go of that, you know? It's okay in terms of like letting go of a certain person, a certain relationship, a certain situation, place that you felt emotionally tied to because you thought there was a future there, and you definitely made plans and all of these things were set into place. But, you know, if it's no longer serving you and it's not doing anything. There's no point in waiting around any longer. You know, you waited long enough. It's time for you to move on and make room for something else. And once you do that, I do feel like you're going to make room for something even better coming in, with this Two of Cups energy coming out as well. With the Artist at the back of the deck, like I said, this is a special card to this particular deck, number 23. This is about you having this vision and, you know, being a visionary basically, and a creative, and having this passion within you, and like I said, seeing the future. Again, I feel like this is about you. Like, once you let it go of this energy that's not serving you anymore, you're going to have this inspiration within you to create, to have passion, to move forward and see things that, you know, really light you up again, light your soul on fire, and really bring you joy again, you know, inspire you, and just all of the things. I don't know how else to explain it, but just things that really bring you joy and inspire you to create and be passionate about life again, or whatever particular thing that you're going after, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a certain goal or manifestation that you have been thinking about, but just things have not been moving forward in your life. And it's because you've had to, you know, there are certain things that you need to heal. And this by far feels like you've been on this healing journey and on the right path. And it's just about you needing a little nudge of encouragement to like say, yes, it's okay for you to let go of this thing and walk away. Because I think like you felt like you saw such a promising future with it, and you're like, you needed like extra confirmation that it's time for you to move on and walk away. It's almost that energy. And this is what it is for you. You know what I'm saying, group 2? So if that's the nudge that you need, here it is. So I feel like this is definitely something that you feel like you already have been feeling it. You've already been feeling like it's not there anymore. There's no passion. You can't see a future, this return, this reciprocity in terms of like the energy is not there. And it's just time for you to walk away and move on. And once you let go of that, like I said, you're making more space for energies that are meant for you to come in, better energies at that, with this Two of Cups here. One that is more filled with like confidence and just inspiration. With this Leo energy, it just feels so like happy and bold. I don't know how else to better explain that lion energy, other than like with that sun happy energy, like, yes, you know, the sun is rising again. So I do want to get you guys some of these cards right here. These are any other information on about your healing journey that you might need. Anything else you can, well, anything else group 2 needs to know about their healing journey. We have the crowning, initiation, thresholds, birth, rebirth, a seat at the table. Definitely how we talked about, you guys are definitely having this rebirth situation here and going through it, you know. And I feel like birth is sticking out to me because it's like a birth of a new thing, a birth of a new opportunity, a new idea, or even a new relationship for some of you. So definitely take that. Coming into your own, coming back home to yourself with this crowning moment. You know, I feel like that, like I said, with that reference I made to the last kingdom, it's like that crowning moment of coming home. So taking back what was taken from you. So, which is yourself, your individuality, who you are, you know. You also have come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance desires. Yes. And I feel like these are things that you have been already like working on manifesting and things like that. And of course you're attracting it towards you. And if you felt like things have been like stagnant lately, like I said, this could just be you just need to further release things that are not serving you anymore, not in alignment with you, and needing that nudge to be like, it's okay to let go. You know, it's okay to surrender and embody this more flexibility part of you, and understanding that you don't need to be so rigid in your ways. Like maybe before, that was the way you did things, that was the way that you thought of things or believed in things, or how you know, used to be and who you used to align yourself with. But it's about you understanding that with this rebirth energy, it's time for you to let go of those rigid ways and not be so stubborn about it, and allow yourself to be flexible with your growth process, because you're blooming, you're attracting all of these bigger and better things into your life that are more you. So that being said, let's get you one more. We have the Fertile Void, Inner Winter, Rest, Patience, Potency, Secret Beginnings. So yeah, you've definitely been waiting. You've been in this period of rest and patience and potency, and this new beginning is coming. So the back of your deck for this one is healing is happening. You're not broken. Trust the process. It's safe to soften. So yes, understanding that it's safe, trust it. You are worthy of this happening for you, not to you. And yeah, finishing off now with these self-care cards. So self-care and guidance for group 2, please. Self-care and guidance for group 2. We have number 44, sex. Okay. That's pretty self-explanatory, guys. Just saying. And that could be with yourself, I'll have you know. Practice safely if you don't want to bring in certain things, you know what I'm saying? Because we do have birth coming out for you. This is way too many cards, Spirit. Advice and guidance for self-care for group 2. Advice and guidance for group 2. We have spend time with friends, number 49. Love that for you guys. So definitely lean on your support system. You don't have to go through all of this alone, you know? Last one, you guys. One more for group 2. We have 46, soak in a bath. So definitely relax in the bathtub. Give yourself a nice relaxing bath. The back of your deck is 23, family. So definitely spending time with loved ones is going to be very helpful for you guys. So, and that is where I'm leaving your reading group 2. Thank you guys so much for being with me and for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. Drop a golden yellow heart or a rubber ducky emoji to let me know you're from group 2, and smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So yeah, I would love to have you guys over there as well. Our family's growing there and I'm super excited about it. Super happy to bring you special magical things there. And yes, thank you guys so much. Also, I don't think I mentioned it in group 1, but just please be careful about scammers over on my Instagram. They're wild and crazy, so please just know I only have one Instagram. That's Carissa, spelled like how I spell it, and it's always linked down below in the description. I do have my car page also, 9 and 3 QTR, just like how it is on my YouTube. So just be aware, I will never ever DM you for a reading. So be safe out there, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you are watching this, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye. What's up, group 3? If you chose the pink ducky, welcome to your reading. Right off the bat, I'm hearing what is that song called from Tarzan? I think it's called You'll Be in My Heart. It's just going, don't stop your crying. Is it don't stop? Stop your crying, it'll be alright. Just take my hand, hold it tight. I will protect you from all around you. So So I feel like there's a little bit of like inner child coming through from your group for sure. Whether it be like, I'm getting two things. You either had a wounded inner child going, you have some like wounded inner child healing that you need to go through as far as like what needs to be healed here, or there's a part of you that like wasn't parented. Maybe you had like a really great relationship with your parents, but there's just a part of you that's missing that connection, you know, as far as like missing your parents lately. Maybe you lost a parent too soon for some of you, because I feel like not all of you necessarily had, you know, a bad relationship with your parents, so to speak, but maybe an absent parent, whether or not it was, you know, involuntary because you lost them too soon, or because of, you know, it of other reasons. I don't want to get too deep here because Spirit's saying it's going to be different for everyone. But definitely it feels like this kind of connection where you just have that wound that you need to kind of heal, that inner child. And then there's this part of you now where I feel like you're more protective of those that you really love. If you have children too, if you're like a parent, I feel like you're a very protective parent as well, very much there and present, things like that. And so if you resonate with that energy, I feel like that's very important. You have like this very divine connection with that aspect of you. And if you don't have children, know that when you do, if you choose to, there is this part of you that really longs to have a deep connection in that aspect. But definitely at the very least, you have this strong protective energy as far as like those you really love and care about coming through. So let's just take a deeper look. These cards here, you have a bonus card, by the way. When I drew them, they represent a little bit of an energy check and then a little bit of like what needs to be healed as well. I drew each card a little bit differently, asking different questions based upon which deck I drew from. But because there's so many, I can't really like, I don't want to detail each one for you just to save time on our reading, but just for the gist of it. We have number, what is this? 19, the animal. Which I really like that with the Tarzan reference, by the way. This is, wow, this is number 17, inner child. I love when I get that confirmation, by the way, just a little bit. This is your heart chakra too, by the way. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah, I do definitely think that you guys are someone who might take on a lot of people's emotions as well. So there is that coming through. We have number 20, protector. Wow. I didn't see a lot of these cards. I think the only one that flipped out when I shuffled was that. Ancient ruins. Build a castle from the ruins. Devastation, loss, old wounds. I'm going to zoom in on this one for you. Oh, you have a lot of bonus cards, guys. Succubus cave, protect your energy, draining energy, toxic relationships, temptation. Cosmic highway, the universe is on your side. Signs, divine guidance, synchronicity. And this one also has the word level up and keep going on this card as well. You can see that. There we go. And 555 also is on that license plate there. So that might be significant for some of you. Lots of change indicated. You have a lot of cards. So number 2, ancient amulets, fortune, protection, skills, possession. And then number 99, compassion. All right. So we're going to jump into this. So for this particular stack here, I'm just going to stack them like so here, because they're bonus cards and I only wanted to take one, but we had to take all three. So just like that. But you guys, I definitely want to touch back on what I was saying with your pink duck here. When the Tarzan reference was coming through, I didn't realize how connected we would be to the cards here. The animal card coming out here talks a lot about like being connected to nature, and really being comfortable in your skin and your body. And it's also a card about power and life, vitality, you know, the wildness. That's interesting that I just squeaked that and it was on accident. I apologize. But really, this card is just making me feel like it's unleashing a part of you that really, I feel like a lot of people kind of cage up inside, you know. Society tells us that we need to be a certain way and we need to act a certain way and, you know, behave, you know. And I don't know why that quote is coming into my mind where, you know, and this doesn't matter what gender you identify as, it's just a quote that's popping up. So, or it's like, seldom do, what is the quote? I'm totally butchering it. I'm going to drop it on the screen, the proper quote, but it has something to do with like, seldom do women who make history behave, or something like that. And it has basically what I'm getting at here with that quote, what it's making me think of is that we have to step out of the box and go against the grain a lot of times in order to really make our mark and make history, or, you know, really hit our potential, our highest potential. You know, we can't live our life being a square and being like robotic and conforming to society in order to, you know, please everyone and all things. You know, how does one become extraordinary by being ordinary? You know what I mean? And so when the animal card is coming up here, it's just making me feel like we really need to unleash that. And that's part of what you are doing. You know, you are unleashing that. You are very much embodying this protective energy as well by protecting fiercely those that you love. You know, you've been through quite a bit when I feel like, you know, you have compassion here. And despite all of this loss that you might have been through, when I see like devastation, loss, old wounds, draining energy, relationships that are toxic here as well. There's so much that you have been through that has molded you into who you are, that you love hard and you love fiercely, and that you don't take advantage of those who have been there for you and continue to be there for you. You appreciate those who are around you and you ensure that they are protected. You ensure that you're there for them and you are compassionate and empathetic. You take on others' emotions, which can also take a toll on you, you know? I feel like you're very protective of those that you really love and very protective of your own energy as well nowadays, you know. I feel like you've learned so many lessons along the way in order to protect yourself because you've been burned before, you know. And it's been an unfortunate thing, but it's like lessons that you've had to learn. You've been drained, you've been taken advantage of, you've been wounded. You know, this inner child inside of you needs to be protected as well and taken care of. And it's like, now, you know, you have protection coming out twice, actually. Even with the animal, it makes me think of protection as well. And so, with these ancient amulets, you know, that's another thing about protection, you know, skills, protection. An amulet keeps one safe when you wear it, things like that. So, despite all the things that you've been through, you know, this is something that you are learning and growing through, and you're leveling up. You're understanding that, you know, with every level is a new devil, and you're kind of getting that, you know, things are being thrown your way because you're leveling up, because you are meant for bigger and better things, because you understand that to get to where you want to be, you have to grow and be ready for the next thing. And like, life is not easy for anyone, and people are always going through things. And you understand, like, despite I just keep hearing, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. And you're not one to back down from anything. You know what I mean? You're not one to give up or throw in the towel. You're not one to whine about things or complain about things either. And I feel like you're just, you know, even if you do complain about something, you get right back up. I also feel like you're very tuned into your intuition, and you can very much, like, especially with your empathy, if you're empathic, I definitely feel like you are. You can sense a person's energy. You can tell a certain person's vibe, whether or not they're going to be with, you know, your type of people or not, that sort of energy. I definitely feel like you're highly intuitive, though, at the very least. If you don't have any type of like clear gifts, I definitely feel like at the very least you're intuitive, highly intuitive, with all this purple energy coming through. And like I said, very connected to your heart space with the green energy, not just with this heart chakra card coming out, but also with this card being green as well. But very much connected to that space. So let's just get a little bit deeper here. And I definitely feel like, as far as like what you want to be healing, is just like your inner child, and really connecting to that part of you that needs healing, that needs parenting, that needs, you know, love, honestly, loving on yourself, that needs to stop beating yourself up for, you know, maybe any mistakes that you've made recently, or not doing enough, feeling like you're not worthy, or not doing, like I said, not doing enough. You're being too hard on yourself. So these are opening up some old wounds. And so now it's time for you to really nurture yourself back and have more compassion for yourself that you give to others so freely, you know? So let's get a little more details here. What does group 3 need to heal? Know about their healing journey. Does group 3 need to heal or know about their healing journey? We have death coming out. Does group 3 need to heal or know about their... Whoa. Hold on, sorry. I hit the microphone, hold on. Okay, we have 5 of Wands reverse coming out. One sec, I dropped a bunch of cards. Okay, what does group 3 need to heal or know about their healing journey? There's the 5 of Cups. Look at that 5 energy again, friends. Remember I said this card has 555 on it. You have 2 5s coming out right off the bat. We also have the 8 of Wands coming out. What does group 3 need to heal or know about their healing journey? Does group 3 need to heal? 6 of Swords reversed. I might need to clarify a little or expand. You also have the 5 of Swords on the back of your deck. That's 3 5s, guys. Move this over. We'll see though what I got. Okay. We have, let's see. Group 3, I just feel like going through this rebirth again, it's just touching on you guys pulling yourself up and out from things that you've been through. I think you're going back to your past and kind of dwelling on the things that maybe has gone wrong, things that you've done wrong, mistakes that you've made, and things that like you regret. Honestly, it feels like you're beating yourself up, and you really need to stop doing that shit, honestly. I don't know what other way to say it other than that, that's like the straight and to the point way for me to tell you that. You know, with this Five of Wands in the reverse, there is so much conflict going on within yourself that it feels like you're blaming yourself for the things that have gone wrong, for these spilled cups, when in reality, you know, there's so much that you have done to bring yourself to where you are. You know, the universe is on your side. There's signs, divine guidance, synchronicities coming towards you, and all of this amazing communication being brought to you that I feel like you're not necessarily opening your eyes to because you're too busy looking down. You're too busy, you know, looking at the things that have gone wrong rather than looking at the things that have gone right. And it's about time for you. It's about damn time. That's what I'm hearing. It's about damn time for you to look at the things that are going right. Stop trying to paddle backwards to go and look at the things that are not happening for you. Do not go backwards. Do not go backwards when you're meant to go forward. You're meant to go forward into this world and move forward and onward, not go back and do things that are in the past. You know, this is about you, yes, healing the wounds of your past, but not necessarily going back to things that are not for you anymore. You know, don't beat yourself up for the things that you cannot control. Don't beat yourself up for the things that you feel responsible for, when in reality, it's not your fault, you know? And I feel like it's easier for me to say that than for you to understand it, because I feel like when I'm saying that to you, you're like, but it was my fault. And so I'm trying to figure out how I can relay the message to you in a way where I can make you understand that it's not your fault. Things happened just the way that it should have, you know? All of these things have happened for you and not to you. And I think that that is something that you really need to come to terms with. This was all a part of your rebirth journey, for you to grow, for you to heal, for you to learn from. And you're not going to be able to see that right away. And it's okay. You know, it's going to take some time, I feel like. And now it's just about you going back and coming to terms with that, going back and looking back and understanding that you're not meant for certain things. You know, certain rejections were for your protection. Certain, you know, no's were for you to be shifted to a different timeline, to be shifted to a different path, because you're meant for something better. You know, you were being protected by the universe, by your guides, because you had better opportunities waiting for you. And you had to go through certain things to learn and be ready for those opportunities, you know? And with this death card, it's about you rising from the ashes. You know, yes, you've suffered so much loss and so much hurt and toxicity from certain relationships, maybe, you know, depending, it may be all the above, depending on who's watching, right? And it's just understanding that you are this phoenix rising from the ashes, you know, and just becoming stronger every single time. It's an incredible journey, and it's an incredible evolution of who you are. And I feel like you need to really unleash this part of you that I feel like I need to draw a card to tell you like what it is exactly you need to unleash, because I want to be very careful with my words. What does group 3 really need to heal? Yes, 4 of Pentacles reversed. I'm going to put that here. And your new back of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Shift one more over like that. And so with that being said, what you really need to heal is how you treat yourself, the emotions that you bring for yourself, and the energy that you put forth. You know, you're giving your energy out so freely to other people. you're not filling your own cup back up, and you're feeling so drained of that energy. And it's time for you to go back and really give that energy to yourself. It's time for you to allow yourself to feel that love and compassion towards yourself. You know, stop giving it so freely to everyone else when you're not yet validated within yourself, by yourself. You know, you need to understand that you're whole and complete all on your own, that you are so loved and cherished all on your own without anyone else validating that, because you're worthy. You deserve all the things that you want, and all the things that you're manifesting, you're worthy of that. You deserve it. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let any circumstances, don't let any previous things that have happened to you before tell you otherwise, because those things had to happen in order to get you to where you are on your path, on your journey. This is part of it. You just have to trust that. And unfortunately, part of trust is being unsure. It's feeling like you don't know what's going to happen next. If we all knew exactly how our life was going to end up, there would be no point in, what would be the point? You know what I mean? So this is really about you healing that energy, healing what it is that you need to do to get back. So what can you do to heal your own energy? What can you do to heal this inner child part of you? Because that's what really needs the love. You know, heal your inner child. Love yourself. Love that part of you that needs play, that part of you that needs compassion and just fun. You know, I feel like you need to really let that wild side out, that wild child out, and play. So let's get a little more from this. I know I went on a little bit of a tangent there, so I just feel very passionate about, like, you guys filling your own cup, because you do so much for other people. It's time to fill your own cup, group 3. We have healing the mother line, healing ancestral work, mother line, growing up. So definitely this is about mothering yourself, nurturing you. You know, what can you do to help heal your own self? Parent yourself in the motherly, nurturing way. That was quick. We have the bud, potential, promise, it's about to happen, keep going. Exactly, keep going. You have keep going twice, by the way. That's a sign on this card that says keep going also. So definitely, there's so much potential happening, and you just need to trust it. Keep going. You don't know where this road is going to end. One more, please, for group 3. What does group 3 need to know about their healing journey? Does group 3 need to know? Oh, look at the bloom. I love this. Creations realized, right time, harvest, celebrate. So you guys need to just trust that it's divine timing. That's even more so. Like, I think you had divine timing right over here. If I can just move this a little bit. Signs, divine guidance, synchronicity. The universe is on your side. Seriously, it is on your side. Creations realize, it's the right time. Harvest, celebrate. Soon enough, you're going to see that. The rose garden is at the back of your deck. Innocence, forgiveness, be gentle with yourself. Exactly. This is all about inner childness. And what is more inner child than innocence? Honestly, forgiving yourself for anything that you've been beating yourself up on or holding yourself like responsible for because you feel like it's your fault. It's not your fault. Let it go. Forgive yourself. Be gentle with yourself. We're going to finish off now with self-care advice and guidance, what you can do to really fill up your cup, because you guys probably need it the most, group 3. And really connect with what it is that makes you happy, brings you joy. And only you can really figure that out. Like, what is it? Like, think about like fun kid times, and maybe you're thinking like, well, I didn't have a lot of fun kid times. Do stuff like this is what it's about. It's about figuring out what it is that's going to bring you that joy, that fun. So what do kids do right now? play video games, they go play on a jungle gym, they run around, they dance around, dance to music, play, get in your body. Connect with crystals, number 11. Oh, I like that. Crystal healing might be very helpful for you guys as well. But definitely go and play, have fun. If you're able to take a vacation and go to Disney World or Disneyland or something like that, go do it. Harry Potter World, hello. That's the most fun place on the world, by the way. But yes, definitely go do something like that, or go to an arcade, play games, like super fun. Something, like I said, that's going to make you laugh and just forget about all the things. Advice and guidance, self-care advice and guidance for group 3. Spend time with animals. Yes, go to the zoo. I don't ever say that, so maybe you really need to go to the zoo, guys, or some sort of like wildlife park. I know depending where you live, you have like really cool stuff here. We don't really have really cool stuff, but yes, go to the zoo or something like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna take this. We have number 8, chanting. Definitely affirmations, I feel like too, are going to be really helpful. Chanting. I'm gonna get you guys one more. Advice and guidance, self-care advice and guidance for group 3, please. Whoa. Sound healing. You can definitely find some great sound healing meditations here on YouTube that are really great to help align your chakras as well, opening up. And then we have number 44, sex, at the back of your deck. That's also fun. But yes, that's where I'm going to leave your reading, group 3. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. I hope you guys got exactly what you needed from today's reading. And yes, so please go ahead and smash the like button, drop a pink heart or something pink down below so I know you're group 3. And yes, let me know how you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I'll also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. And yes, thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this. Also, please be careful of scammers on Instagram. I only have one Instagram that I do tarot stuff on, so that is this one. That's Carissa. It's spelled just like that. And it's linked down below always. I will never DM you for a reading ever, so please be safe out there. And I do have my car Instagram. That's 9 3/4, spelled just like the YouTube. So please be careful out there and stay safe. I will see you guys soon. Bye. That's group 4. If you chose this blue ducky, welcome to your reading. Right off the bat, I just feel like you guys are definitely going through something. Honestly, it feels like you guys are trying to figure things out. I feel like you guys, I just keep hearing, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. There might be a little bit of like inner conflict going on with some of you. But like I said, we're here to figure out what you need healing from. I feel like, yeah, we're just gonna dive into that. Some of you definitely might be healing from something as well, but I feel like definitely figuring things out. Honestly, you guys feel very versatile. Of all my groups, I feel like you guys are just a versatile type of people, into a lot of different things. So we'll just get into this part of your reading now. This is kind of like an energy check, slash what needs to be healed kind of thing. But this is definitely, I drew different cards asking different questions, so it's a mix of it. The general idea here is an energy check slash what needs to be healed. So, and we'll draw, of course, tarot for details and then more oracle cards for you as well. But getting into this, we have, oh my gosh, I think this is 43. 43, the castle. I'm hearing Halsey, the castle, by the way. That might be a significant song for some of you. We have number 6, balance, which this is your root chakra card. We also have freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Yeah. I like that a lot for you guys. We also have mirror, number 2. This is Dream Meadow. Create the world you want to live in. Visionaries, imagination, escapism. Yeah. 22, drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificent, witness. Definitely. Well, when I told you guys that you were versatile, I feel like you are very versatile people when it comes to who you are. You have 2 of these cards, so we have number 96, forgiveness, and number 13, effort. So let's see. Apologize for that glare. I might have to shift this. It's going to look a little different, but to prevent glare, I apologize. There we go. Okay, not the prettiest spread, but we're going to make do. There we go. Looks better. Okay. Group 4. Where do I want to start? First of all, I feel like you guys are definitely, like I said, touching on that versatility part of you, and then the Halsey thing for Castle. That song in particular is from, I want to say it's from, is it from, what's the movie called? Snow White and the Huntsman? But yes, that might be significant for you, either the song or the movie, where you kind of have to play, not play, but you are kind of 2 different people. Not to say that you're two-faced in any way, not saying that at all, but what I mean is there's a duality to you, in the sense that you're, how do I describe this? In the sense that there is, now this doesn't matter what you identify as, this is just me giving the example from, because it's the movie. Snow White is like very much this fragile princessy type, right? And like when she has to do what she has to do in order to defeat the evil queen, she needs to step it up and be more of a badass, right? And take back what is her kingdom or whatever. And so it's very much like embodying these 2 archetypes of being this damsel, because she does need the help of the huntsman and she can't do it alone, and yet she does need to also embody this sense of masculinity and courage, and you know, it's a balance, you know. So I hope I'm relaying that message correctly, or in a way that you can understand, where there is a part of you, or that, not a part of you, but there is this version of you that is so versatile, in which you're masculine and you're feminine, you're the princess, you're the prince, you're the king, you're the queen, you're all of these amazing things that, and you can do so many things that people don't even understand, people don't even recognize. Like, there, you know, you might be someone who is like working in the office or as a teacher or something like that, and then on weekends, you know, you're like a mechanic or something, and people are like, you do what now? Like, no. And they're so taken aback by what it is, like the efforts that you put through or that you actually do. And it's a part of you that brings you freedom. It's a part of you that, you know, brings you joy and happiness, and really just people don't realize. And I think part of you too is really like your it also fuels your ego a little bit when people are like, wow, they're so impressed by it, you know. And it's not a bad thing. Anybody in their right mind would be impressed by it, but then at the same time you're like, well, I've been doing this for a long time, so it's not a big deal. But it's nice to be recognized for your efforts, right? And as far as like what needs to be healed here, it's almost like there's so much that you want to achieve and accomplish, but you only have so much of you. You only have so much time in a day, and you only have so much energy within yourself to exert, right? There's this balance needed, and you need to really look within yourself, like, what is it that I really want here, and why do I really want this? And kind of going within yourself and seeing the duality that is you and the duality that is what you want. And you know, it's okay to want what you want. It's okay to be who you are. And I feel like sometimes you beat yourself up for feeling your feelings, and for feeling like almost like this imposter syndrome, I want to say. I don't really know a better word for this other than feeling like, you know, misunderstood, I guess is the best way to put it. Because people, I think, kind of misunderstand who you are, and like don't always maybe you don't always fit in the right space or in the right crowd, because you're so versatile, because you're so different, you know. And it's okay. And if you notice, let me get the other duckies. Hold on, I have them here. 1 second. And I didn't mean to do this on purpose. It's just, that's just how it was. If you notice all the groups, right, this blue duck is the only one that doesn't, it's very different. It's not glittery, for one thing, if you can tell. And the eyes are different. Everything's different about this duck. The mouth, the eyes, the tail. And it's not glittery. It's the one odd duck, right? And it's kind of like you guys. You guys just are that different duck in the group, always. And I feel like, now I'm not saying that to make you feel any type of way at all, because I definitely can relate to this energy in so many ways you have no idea. But I think you need to stop and look in the mirror and really recognize that that's what makes you so unique. That's what makes you so special. That's what makes you stand out. That's what's going to make you incredible. That's what's going to bring you this castle, your dream life, your freedom, that you are going to be able to create the life that you envision. And yes, it's going to take a little longer, and yes, it's going to be harder, because so many people are like, you know, it feels like a lonely journey, and it's definitely harder when it feels that way. And sometimes you get in your head, let's be real, a lot of times you get in your head that you're feeling like, I have no one in my corner, or I have very little people in my corner, and I never fit in, and it sucks, because I have to kind of be in my own lane, in my own box, you know, in my own little area, because I just can't seem to fit in wherever I go, you know, whether it be in like I gave you that example, whether it be in the teacher realm, whether it be in like the mechanic realm, you know, because I'm both or whatever, you know, you're like a hybrid, and it's that outcasty feeling, you know, it's that divergent feeling, you know. You don't want to be the divergent. If you ever watched that movie, I don't know, that might be significant, but it's that feeling where you're everything, you're a bit of everything. That's so significant, actually. You're the divergent, and you're a little bit of everything, and you're not just one thing. And so if you're diagnosed divergent, you're out. You know what I mean? And we don't want to be that. But at the same time, you do want to be that, because that's what makes you a superhero. That's what makes you an incredible person and takes you to the extreme, and it's going to elevate everything. So I think you really need to heal that part of you that feels like that's what makes you an outcast, and forgiving yourself for feeling like, you know, it's your fault for being on the outside when really you're not. You know what I mean? Healing this part of you that feels like, you know, you need this sense of validation from other people, when in fact you don't. You just need it from yourself. You know, you tend to hold on to your possessions, whether it be material possessions, because you don't have that validation from other people. And then at the same time, you know, you're also, I feel like you're also like feeling like you need to be in this castle because the people on the outside just are on the outside, because they can't get into the castle. They don't get it. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I feel like I'm not making sense, but if you get it, you get it. I hope that makes sense. Oh my god, I'm going to stop saying that because this is not happening. We're going to get more clarification with tarot before I go crazy here. But definitely, with a mirror card coming through, it's just about you reflecting on, you know, the things that you have done, the choices that you have made, going within yourself as well, you know, really being self-aware. I feel like you are self-aware because of, you know, this want to kind of fit in and be accepted by your peers as well, but also in building yourself a legacy and building something that you can pass on and be a part of, and just building your own place to be, because you've never really felt like you could fit in with everyone, you know? Building your own sense of home and your own community, because it's felt like it's always been feeling, you've always felt like the outsider, you know? And so we really need to heal that and find peace in the sense that it's okay, because we just haven't found our people yet. You know, we haven't found our tribe yet. You know, they haven't come yet, and it's okay. Balance, we just need to find that balance within ourselves, balance within our lives, and we'll get there. What does group 4 need to heal? What does group 4 need to heal? 2 of Wands reversed. What does group 4 need to heal? Temperance reversed. What does group 4 need to heal? What does group 4 need to heal? 5 of Wands. What does group 4 need to heal? Oh. Justice reverse. What does group 4 need to heal? What does group 2 Pentacles? In the back of your deck, we have the Emperor. Wait, the Hierophant. Just kidding. Okay. So group 4, it's really a sense of you guys needing to heal this balance, right? We have temperance in reverse, justice in reverse. You are so out of balance. This 2 of Pentacles coming out here as well is another talk of balance and being out of balance. You know, it's really on you to bring yourself back here, and having this conflict within yourself as far as like what you need to do, this lack of planning, not being able to really see what's happening in your future. I feel like going against the grain, doing things outside of the box, and being okay with that, you know. I'm just really curious what's here. The Queen of Swords, yeah. So being really unbiased and not being afraid to speak your truth, stepping into your authenticity, and, you know, vibing with that, behind that too is a Six of Swords. I don't know why I was so curious to see that, but moving into calmer waters by doing that, you know, being able to find balance and stepping into your authenticity and not giving two shits about what other people think or feel or say about what it is that you're doing or who you are. That's really going to free you from so much. And I feel like you're going to find a peace and a sense of calmness about this. You're going to really be able to find a sense of happiness, magnificence. You're going to really embody the sun masculinity energy in that, in the sense of freeing yourself, really going within with this mirror, drawing in that energy and going within yourself and finding that courage and that energy and that duality and really coming to terms with that part of you. You know, even with this castle card too, it talks a lot about like the shadows of the castle and that aspect of yourself, and really understanding that, you know, we have shadows. And I tend to say this a lot on my channel too, that without shadow there is no light. And it's not about us, like, you know, it's not about us fighting our shadows. It's about us loving on our shadows, you know, accepting them and loving them because they're a part of who we are and they make us who we are. They make our light even brighter, you know, by doing so. And so, like, I want you to really understand that there's a balance here that really is coming through in your energy. So it's about you guys finding that balance and upholding it, and really about you guys stop being so conflicted with yourself about pleasing other people and adhering to what society or your community, friendships, or, and so to speak, if these are friends, they're really going to support you in what this is, and they're not going to say anything about it. They're going to want you to find this peace and happiness and this balance for you. They're going to want you to be who you really are instead of you conforming to what they want you to be or what society wants you to be. You know, this is about you stepping, like I said, into who you truly are, freeing yourself. Duality, so much duality coming through in your reading. 2, 22, 11. Like I said, another 2, another 2. Just all about duality, balance, choosing peace, and it's a choice. It's a crossroads that you need to pick. This is your free will, of course, and you can do as you please. But the advice that's coming through here is for you to find balance and really heal that, for you to really set yourself free and go against what you're feeling like you need to do and who you need to be in order to fit into a certain box in your community, in your, you know, what is it called? Yeah, in your community, in your clique or whatever, in, you know, whatever aspect that you're trying to fit into, whether it be like, say, your career community, your hobby community. So it could be like a car community, it could be like a teacher community, things like that. Like, I battle with this quite often, to be honest with you. Coming into the tarot community, I felt so out of place because I'm not a professional. I'm not someone who has, you know, undergone all of these like incredible things, and this is just something that I felt called to, and I did for myself like when I was a kid, and I've just kept getting signs and feeling called to do this for other people, and this is where I'm at, you know. I wanted to be different because I love magicalness of Harry Potter, and I want to Harry Potter Harry Potter and the wizarding world, and I wanted to meld the two together because I freaking that's me. Same with fitting in the car community. I love my car and all things my car, but honestly, I don't feel like I fit in there at all. Zero. To this day, even though I have like a show winning car, and I never feel accepted there. I never feel like I fit in there. And I've always felt like I needed the approval of everybody, and like I wanted to be liked by everybody. It's just that people pleaser energy in myself. And it's something I'm working on constantly. And it's just, now I'm at this point where I just keep to myself because I have to protect my energy. I have to protect my mental peace. And if they don't you know, I'm not going to bend over backwards to make somebody like me or be my friend, because why am I going to do that? You should not do that ever for anyone. If people don't see your worth or your value, or that you are an amazing person, that's their fucking loss. I'm sorry, but it is. And honestly, I want to just tell you right now, you're an amazing person. And if people don't see that, people don't see how incredibly lucky they are to have you in their life, that is more for you to give to those who do. Because seriously, you're so versatile, you're so talented, and you're going to have so much abundance in your life. It's going to be insane. And you don't want to have all these people leeching off of you anyway who don't belong in your life. Why do you want that? You don't want that. You want to weed them out now. So keep that in mind going forward. Your reading is extra long because I'm babbling. So let's go here. We'd love to find balance, and you need to figure out how to do that. Stepping into your power. Let's see, what else do you need to know about your healing journey with these cards here? What else? Oops. What else does group 4 need to know about their healing journey? Yeah, definitely Castle by Halsey is going to be a very significant song for you. I don't know why it keeps playing in my head. The Mystic Rose, compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. Not only having this for other people, but for yourself as well, because you do have this so much for other people. Continue to have it for other people, you know, not saying to like cut people off for sure. Like, I mean, of course it's your free will, but yes, they have held sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Understand and trust that your community is coming. Okay, I wanted to show you this card because it's powerful. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, community. Your tribe is coming in, guys. Just trust it. One more, please. Anything else group 4 needs to know about their journey? That's way too many cards. This one flipped over and back over, so I might get you one more. Inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. So trust that in this quietness of like, you know, nothing happening, it's just trusting that something's building and coming. I'm gonna get you one more because there was a whole bunch of cards that flew out, so I think that one more wants to come out for you. Group 4, one more. Anything they need to know about their healing journey? Anything group 4 needs to know? We have this one that flipped out. So the return, a new story, you decide, alignment, it's coming together. See? Seriously. Understanding that. You also had this one that flipped out, potential, promise, it's about to happen. Keep going, you guys. Seriously. The back of your deck, the Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. Yes. Seriously. Guys, that's amazing. You got way more cards than anybody. Okay, lastly, if you notice, I'm rushing because I feel like I'm babbling way too much. We're finishing off with these self-care guidance cards for you guys. Okay, any self-care or advice for group 4, please? So we have 33, make a vision board. I like that a lot for you guys. It's pretty self-explanatory. Self-care and advice for group 4, please. You have connect with your womb. And if you don't have a womb, it just means connecting with your like your motherly side, you know? That maternal instincts, maternal bond, the maternal nurturing side. Self-care advice for group 4, please. We have movement, number 36. So this is just really about moving your body, getting into your body, whether it's dancing, working out, things like that. Just moving your body in general. And lastly, you have music at number 37. So like I said, I kept hearing that holiday song, so that might be significant. But any type of music, so is going to be really helpful for you. Moving your body to music, working out to music, dancing. The back of your deck, you have 30. Look for fairies. So that's really cool. I've actually been seeing a lot of like videos about fairies, so that's really cool. I think I might do another fairy message collective blah, 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 messages from the Fae video soon. So just because I've been getting so many like signs that I should. So keep a lookout for that, you guys. But yes, that is where I'm going to leave your reading group for. I hope you got everything that you needed from this reading and that you enjoyed it. Please go ahead and drop a blue heart or some type of blue thing down below. Let me know that you're from group 4, and don't forget to smash the like button. And yes, also don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you don't miss a beat. I will also be linking my Patreon down below in case you're interested in joining our magical family over there, where we have exclusive content and weekly energy readings not available here on YouTube. So it's growing over there. I'm so excited to have you guys there as well. Thank you, Patreon fam, if you're here. And I also want to say, please be careful of Instagram scammers. They are very, very sneaky. They look exactly like my own profile. They just misspell my username. I also always link my actual Instagram down below. It's spelled like this. I spell it on the screen somewhere. That's exactly how it's spelled. And then I will never ever DM you for a reading ever. So please know that. Also, I always have my 9and3QTR Instagram. That is my car Instagram. That one, if it's not following that profile, it is a scammer account. So you should always know that. But yes, please be careful. Please be safe out there. And I hope you guys have a magical day or night whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.